In this video, I'm going to show a scripted asset action tool that lets us batch edit properties on targeted notifies. And this can be a huge time saver when you need to make project-wide changes to notifies, or just want to ensure that all instances of a particular notify are set up correctly. So let's look at an example where we have a specific sound that we want to swap with a different sound. In this case, I've got footstep walk back, and we've decided that it just doesn't make sense to have walk back and regular walk, so we're going to replace all of the walk backs with the walk sound. So we'll go back to our content browser, select all of our animations, and then we're going to right click and go to Scripted Asset Actions, Batch Edit Anim Notifies, and we'll have to resize this window each time. Then at the top, we have options that allow us to target notifies using a specific sound or any sounds that contain a matching string. So first, we'll use target specific sound, and then target all of the notifies that use the walk back sound. Then we'll check the edit sound box to know that that's a property we want to change, and we'll select a new sound to replace it. So we'll just replace it with regular walk. When we hit OK, it'll run the tool and then just give us a little pop-up that lets us know how many notifies and how many animations were changed. Those assets will be marked dirty, so we can use the modified filter to quickly see which ones were changed. And then we can also just double check and make sure that they were changed properly. Now it kind of looks like it didn't work here. These display names still show walk back, but you'll notice the sound itself is actually updated with the replace sound. And this is just a little quirk with animations in particular. If I navigate away from this asset and then back to it, it'll jiggle the handle, and now those display names will match the sound names. Okay, so now we can jump back here, select these guys and save them, and move on. In the second example, we have a scenario where we know that some of our vocal efforts have not been set up correctly. So we're first going to open up our tool, resize the window. And in this case, I'm going to use partial sound name, and I'm going to use the word effort because all of my efforts contain that string in their sound names. And we don't want to edit the sound, so we're going to leave that unchecked. But we do want to edit follows and bone. In this case, I want the follows value to be true, and I want the bone to be head. So this is going to find all of my efforts, and it's just going to force the follows value to be true and the bone value to be head. So anything that was set up incorrectly with those two settings will get fixed. Then we hit OK. It gives us our results. And again, I can look at the modified filter to see what's been changed and double check that it is looking correct. All right, so I'll save all those. And we'll move on to the last example. In this last example, we have a shuffle sound for when the character adjusts their footing slightly during idles. And we decided it's not really necessary, or that we just don't like it, or for whatever reason, we just want to remove them all. So again, I'm going to select all my animations, right-click, Scripted Asset Action, Batch Edit Anim Notifies, resize our window here, and we're going to target that specific event, shuffle, and then we're not going to edit anything. We're just going to skip to the bottom here and click Delete Notifies. And once we hit OK, it tells us that we've modified 5 notifies on 5 animation assets. Close that down, look at our modified filter, and we'll double check that they are actually gone. Again, we can see here that it looks like it didn't work, but if we navigate away from this asset and then back, we can see that it has actually been removed. We can check the other ones. You see those are also fine too. So we'll save all of our assets again, and we'll call it a day. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.